At today's post-cabinet media briefing, following the first meeting of the cabinet for 2019 on Tuesday, Minister of State Joseph Harmon gave light to a number of issues discussed.
Minister Harmon said the first parliamentary sitting following the Court of Appeal's ruling on the validity of the December 21, 2018 vote would be in early April.
I'm advised that the date for the next sitting of the National Assembly will be on the 11th of April, 2019.
The minister said government awaits the advice of its legal counselor on the matter of dual citizenship of ministers of government.
And it is also a matter which is being appealed to the Caribbean Court of Justice as one of the grounds for appeal. In that regard, the attorneys representing the state will advise the government with respect to the situation with members of the government that are dual citizens. So in that regard, I will say that this matter is still engaging the attention and Cabinet has not made a ruling on it. In that regard, it is contemplated that on the 11th of April 2019, when the National Assembly sits, that all of the members on the government side will be there.
Minister Harmon rubbished claims of the house-to-house registration process being used to disenfranchise eligible voters.
When the enumerators from the Elections Commission go to your house, that you should be there. And therefore, if you reside overseas and you're not there at the time when the enumerators go to your house, then you cannot be considered to be on the list of electors. It's not a matter of disenfranchising anyone. Our laws do not provide for overseas voting, save and except those persons who are in the employ of the state and are in the embassies and so on abroad.
Minister Harmon also answered pressing questions in relation to the implementation of the recommendations from the Lindo Creek COI.
The government has not made a firm ruling on the matter. There are some recommendations that have been made by the Commission of Inquiry into that commission, into the atrocities which were committed and the deaths which occurred. But there's been no formal ruling on compensation as yet.
Cabinet also approved the appointment of several boards. These include the establishment of a Juvenile Justice Committee, appointment of members of the Board of Directors of the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission, Guyana Forestry Commission, Guyana Gold Board, the Adoption Board, among others.
It is to be noted that provision has been made on all of these boards for the appointment of members of the opposition, but it's important to note that over the last period, that none of these positions were taken up.
Reporting for InfoHub, Nico C. Bruce.